Tim Draper bullish on XRP, China bullish on blockchain. Bakkt volume surges as options are announced. We're also going to be taking a look at the IOST quarterly contributions and where I ended up ranking, along with a look at World CryptoCon. And that's right, guys. Big changes coming to the channel. Fresh 5 is back. I shaved my beards and no hats. Let's go. Easy boy. Don't worry, guys, the beard will grow back, but I am done with the hat. People think I'm bald and I'm too old, but look how young I look. You wish you looked this young, and you were 54 years old like me, 73 years old like me. But anyways, guys, we're moving back to Fresh 5 videos. We're going to be doing them a little bit differently this time. We're going to be going top stories to least important stories. So you guys can look for a lot of Bitcoin stories in the beginning, and as we move toward the end, more altcoin stories. So if you're interested in altcoins, IOST, other projects, those are usually going to be closer to the end. So let's go ahead and get started with Market Watch. Market Watch. Okay, guys, looking at the market, Bitcoin had a bit of a pump today, up 2.5%, up to $7,600. Ethereum and XRP also having good days. Now, if you watch my XRP video I did the other day, obviously, when I said XRP is about to explode, which I do believe is still going to happen, I wasn't taking into consideration that Bitcoin was going to have like a 7% drop, which obviously affected the price. But if you look here on the chart, you can see that the price certainly did drop, but it's getting back up to where it was a couple days ago, and I think things are setting up very nicely. We're going to talk about what Tim Draper thinks about XRP, and I think it kind of lines up with what I've been saying. The Swell Conference is coming up. I'm going long on XRP. I actually put XRP in my Bybit account today, and I am going long today. Even though it's up 3.5%, I'm still going long on XRP today. So Binance Coin and Bitcoin SV pumping. Bitcoin SV starting to get a little more recognition in the markets. People starting to think that, maybe it is a legitimate alternative to Bitcoin Cash. And maybe it's not the scam that everybody thinks it is, like just based on Craig Wright and things like that. Some people think it's got legitimate use case. So I think BSV is definitely one to watch. Okay, as a lot of you guys know, I've been doing leverage trading on Bybit. This is not necessarily just about me trying to get referral links from you guys, which, yeah, sure, I would love it if you use my link, bybit.bitboy.live. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I've done leverage trading over the last couple of weeks and how I've been making killer money doing it. And that's legitimate. I really have, knowing nothing about trading. And it's really inspired me to go deeper and learn more about trading. I got a course on Udemy I took, so I understand it a little bit better. I'm trying to understand more and more every day. But here's the thing about it, guys, is that with Market Cipher by CryptoFace, you guys can find that crypto.com. You guys can get Market Cipher. I get nothing if you guys buy it. By the way, it's 0.1 Bitcoin. I'm not on an affiliate program with them. I don't have a referral link. I just really, really, really believe in this indicator. I want to show you guys what I've done to make some money in the last couple of days alone. So you guys can see right here, Market Cipher puts up this yellow X indicator. This yellow X means there's manipulation going on. Almost every time you get a yellow X, you see a huge candle. So you look down here, here's another one. It wasn't quite as big, but there was a big candle. Now it's red is usually what manipulation means. So I was actually able to ride this candle all the way down. And I actually tripled my account with 25x leverage trading, which is very dangerous and risky. This is not for beginners, by the way, even though I'm a beginner and I'm doing it. And I'm doing it very dangerously. I'm living on the edge because I'm a degenerate gambler. But I actually rode that all the way down 25x, and I actually tripled my account just in a couple hours. And then yesterday, we got this indicator right here, which is called a blood diamond, which means that we're about to see a big candle. And then what happened? You did get a green one that went up a little bit, but then we got the big red candle right after. It wasn't as big as I was hoping or I like, but that's what she said. But it was enough to make me about another, 15 to 20% in my account. So right now, I don't really have any positions that I'm in. Actually, I have 0 positions. I'm about to go long on XRP. I'll put that, I'll put whatever I go leverage-wise in my Telegram group. So if you're in my Telegram group, make sure to join that. It's called the Bit Squad, so t.me/Bit Squad. I'll put the link below if you want to join that. So that's a little bit about how I've been making money, like absolutely knowing nothing about trading. And it's really inspired me to learn more. And I think that's one cool thing about this tool is I could really just trade the signals and make money. There's no question about it. But I want to understand why the signals are coming up. Why is a yellow X popping up? Why is there this blood diamond that basically means the price is going to dump? What are all these oscillators down here? I can trade them. I know how to trade them correctly, but I want to know what they all mean. So it's really inspired me to learn more about trading and get deeper in the trading world, which I think is something very significant for me personally, because for a long time I said it wasn't something I was interested in. But now that I see how much money I'm making, I definitely am. So if you want to sign up for Bybit, you guys can do that at bybit.bitboy.live. So let's move on to the stories of the day. The number one top story of the day. Okay, so all of our top stories you guys can find on bitboycrypto.com, my news website. Also, I'm giving away a Ledger Nano S. Now, look, guys, this is not a regular Ledger Nano S. This is a limited edition. Anyone that signs up for my email list, my newsletter through bitboycrypto.com, you guys can see that right here. Anyone that signs up, you're going to be eligible. I'm going to be giving this bad boy away next month, at the end of next month. So you have plenty of time to enter. But this is a limited edition. This is not a regular Nano. So all you guys got to do is go sign up on bitboycrypto.com on the newsletter list. I think there's a pop-up that'll pop up if you visit the site for the first time. But we would like for you guys to get your news from bitboycrypto.com. So this story is very tied into China, blockchain, Mark Zuckerberg, the whole 9 yards. So basically, when it comes to Libra, Twitter's Jack Dorsey says no. So the other day at a media event, Jack Dorsey was asked whether or not he thought that Twitter should pursue something similar to Libra, and he basically said, hell no. He said absolutely not. He said it's inconsistent with what he believes about money, about social media, about crypto. One thing I want to point out here that I thought was very interesting is where it says that Dorsey told attendees that he thinks the internet is somewhat of an emerging nation state in almost every way, implying that it needs its own financial system, which I thought was very, very interesting, because this is something that I've said. The further we expand in technology, the less it seems like we actually need borders. Now, yes, you do need physical borders for, certain things, obviously, but we don't necessarily need borders when it comes to our financial system anymore. And it's like the internet is becoming its own state, its own country in a lot of ways. So it does make sense to have, a currency of the internet, as Jack Dorsey calls it. Well, very interesting that this came on the heels, obviously, of Mark Zuckerberg's testimony. That's why Jack Dorsey was asked about Libra coin. A lot of interesting stuff happening in that testimony. Wanted to point out some of this to you guys. And this has a big reverberating effect, I believe, on the whole country and kind of a new space race with China. So it says the hearing was distinct because the committee members felt freer to take Zuckerberg to task for Facebook's past transgressions, as opposed to David Marcus, their head of blockchain, when he was on Capitol Hill. But an announcement that Zuck made is that he is not going to launch Libra anywhere without approval from U.S. regulators. Something pretty common that I've said a lot of people say is they think that Libra could launch in a different country. Well, it won't be launching in a different country with Facebook, at least according to Zuckerberg. Now, is this his way of kind of positioning himself to kind of, brown nose the government and say like, oh, I'll do anything you say, guys? Maybe it could be something like that. Definitely. But I thought this was also a very interesting thing here. It said, the question remains, how firmly could U.S. law contain such a launch outside of its borders, meaning if Libra coin launched outside the United States? But for all parties involved, it seems that a delay in Libra is preferable to losing Facebook and the U.S. market in perpetuity. Now, I did say recently on a video, which I can't believe nobody watched. I cannot believe nobody watched my Facebook video I made a couple days ago. I'll put that link above. You guys go watch this video. If you really want to understand what is going on with Facebook and the things that Facebook is doing to destroy your privacy, please go watch this video and then come back and finish this one. But here's the thing, guys. We're about to see a huge shift in social media over the next couple of years. I believe Facebook is going to lose Instagram. I believe that is coming. I believe it's probably going to happen within the next 2 years. And then all of the bad stuff that's going on Instagram, losing organic reach, not being able to, have follower counts and like counts, which are going away very soon. I think all that will come back, and Instagram will be a powerful platform again. Right now, it's not a powerful platform. I believe TikTok is actually in the process right now of passing Instagram if they don't do something very drastic over the next 1 to 2 years. You guys can follow me on TikTok if you guys would like. I'm making funny crypto videos over there. But the fact is that there's an antitrust lawsuit against Facebook, and this is not good for Facebook. It's going to result in a lot of actions coming down the pipeline, and I do believe that Facebook is going to get broken up. Now, why is all of this so important? Well, all this is so important because right now, when it comes to Libra coin, the US is sending a clear message about cryptocurrency. We're going to fight it, and we're going to overregulate it. Now, President Xi of China now says he is going to seize the opportunity to adopt blockchain. We are seeing a new space race, guys. A lot of people would say we never got to the moon, but that's a whole different story. The fact is, Russia and the United States were in a race to get to the moon, and whether or not it actually happened or not, we won. That's the truth. And China right now is seeing blockchain as this new technology. But you guys got to understand, when the internet first happened, when it first became usable, people were not connected in the way that they're connected now. So they didn't see the opportunity that the internet had to become a space race. But blockchain is coming on the heels of the internet already being the biggest thing we've probably ever seen, in the world, maybe next to electricity or the wheel. I don't know, but internet is definitely that big. But blockchain is the next evolution. And some countries, including China, are seeing that opportunity with blockchain. Doesn't have that much to do necessarily with Bitcoin, but really the blockchain technology that underlies it. So you guys have to see what's happening here. The last time that China had a major blockchain or cryptocurrency announcement was when they announced the CBDC coin, which is going to be their internet currency. It's going to be, or their cryptocurrency. It's going to basically be half centralized, half decentralized, which basically means centralized, coin by the People's Bank of China. And they're going to try to get it for retail adoption in China. And of course, the government pulls all the strings. So if they want it, it's going to happen. So basically what's happening here is the last time they made that announcement, it was right after David Marcus was on Capitol Hill. Now, Zuck is on Capitol Hill, and right after that, China makes this announcement. They're sending a clear message that blockchain could be the technology that is the indicator of who wins this space race, of which country is going to come out of this era as the most dominant. Will it continue to be the United States, or will it be China? Will they be able to position themselves through emerging technology and blockchain to actually grow a bigger economy than the United States? I think ultimately they will fail. I don't think that will work, but that's what they're trying to do. And so they're sending a clear message to the US. If you guys are going to overregulate this and not allow this technology to flourish, we're going to take all your scraps. And I think that's a very dangerous place for the United States to be. That's why we have to get bullish on Bitcoin. We have to get bullish on blockchain technology. And this was a big thing that was brought up in the hearing with Zuckerberg, which was that people are starting to see this. Some of the people in the hearing, some of the politicians were making the connection between China and blockchain and what's going on with Libra. It says right now that even Zuck said that 6 out of 10 of the top tech companies are coming out of China and certainly don't share our values. And Zuck yesterday a couple days ago now, in the hearing, put this out there and said, listen, this is what's happening. What are we going to do about it? Now, obviously, he's trying to push Libra coin, but this is a big thing, guys. This is a big thing that we have to understand, that this is bigger than just, is there going to be a Libra coin meme, okay? And it seems like Republicans and Democrats are torn on this issue. Republicans may start seeing like, hey, if we want capitalism to flourish here, then this may be something we actually want to push through instead of holding it back, which could be the only way that Libra coin launches. Democrats, on the other hand, are saying, man, it doesn't matter what China's doing. We just want to crush this because we want control. We don't want there to be, free flowing money that we can't regulate, because Democrats love to regulate. It's their favorite thing. You can call them the regulators. They're like Warren G and Nate Dogg. Rest in peace. So that's really what's going on with China and blockchain and how Libra is connected. There's so many crazy things going on right now with this story. But let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that this is a big deal? Do you guys think that we're going to see Libra coin launch? I'd love to know your opinions. Story number 2. Okay, guys, on BitBoyCrypto.com, talking about Bakkt Bitcoin futures platform surging. So let's come down here and look at a chart. This was on the 23rd. Don't think it was coincidental that this was the day that we had the big dump. Certainly seems like those two things are connected, but look at the volume. Look at the volume on Bakkt compared to the last several days. Compared even with the biggest day it had before its previous all-time was $1.9 million in volume, and on the 23rd it was $4.8 million in volume. Absolutely crazy amounts of volume going on for Bakkt right now. A new all-time high. 640 Bitcoin contracts traded on that day. Now, yes, it definitely could be possible that this is coming from the dump and it's related. But another big announcement that was made is that now Bakkt is going to be launching options on Bitcoin's futures. So it's going to be on December 9th is when they're going to do it. Now, they're not the only one to do it. CME also announced that they're going to be doing options on Bitcoin futures contracts. However, those aren't going to launch till 2020 Q1. So Bakkt is going to have the first leg up on this and have the ability to get a little bit of a head start on CME, which I think is what they want. So we'll have to see if the volume, if it returns back to normal, if it was based on this announcement. Now, the volume pumped before the announcement, but you got to believe that all these institutions are interconnected and everybody hears everything. And so the people that were buying these contracts, they knew this announcement was coming. So definitely could be something that happened there. So let's move on. Story number 3. Story number 3. Okay, as I told you guys, I am going long on XRP. I really believe in this video I put out the other day. If you didn't watch the video, yes, the price did dump after I made the video, but it dumped across the board because of the Bitcoin drop. I'll let you guys do that. It is up above. You guys can check out that video about XRP. Swell conference is coming up. I think the price is going to be going. Tim Draper thinks now that XRP is primed for explosive growth. So Tim Draper said a couple interesting things. He thinks the price of XRP is going much higher, as you guys can see right there. Now, here's very interesting. This is something that he said. He said that he believes XRP should be trading above 75 cents. He said, this is an exact quote, "Looking at the 3-time growth of Bitcoin over the past 5 months, one would expect a similar result from XRP. The company is actively developing, expanding the sphere of influence, enlisting the support of large financial institutions, and constantly improving the technology of transfers. In addition, Ripple is owned by SBI, a large corporation with companies such as R3. Everything indicates that the current situation is only the calm before the storm, in our case, before explosive growth." Now, I don't necessarily know if this explosive growth is going to be like super long-term for XRP, if it's just going to start going way up. But I do believe we could see the price 3x before this Swell conference, which would be in the next week to 2 weeks. That's why I'm going along on XRP. I believe that this thing is going to definitely shoot up very soon. And I'm excited to see where it's going to go. You may hate XRP. You may say it's a centralized, crap coin, whatever you want to call it. But I see it as a money-making opportunity right now, and Tim Draper definitely does as well. So my wallet certainly doesn't hate XRP, even though my heart, may not necessarily believe in everything it stands for. But I can kind of separate those two things at this point in my life. Maybe you can't. Let me know, what are your thoughts on XRP? Let me know down below. We'll be doing a live stream giving some of that away. Next week, we have our Cardano live stream later tonight. Yeah, we're going to do it later tonight. We're going to give away some Cardano for my last giveaway. So let's move on. Story number 4. Story number 4. All right, guys. So the final results for IOST Q3 contribution rankings and rewards. If you guys did not know, I have a node that I run with IOST. It's a great way to earn residual income, passive income, and you get rewarded every quarter based on your contributions. Now, we had a little bit of a controversy over the last quarter. So I had not been doing as much IOST content. I did a good amount of IOST content. I think if you add up all my views on IOST content, they would be bigger than any other creator. Definitely some good ones in IOST, but I had the most. And I got quarter two, and I got tier two, and I was very upset by this, honestly, because I felt like really over the last quarter, I mean, there hasn't been a ton of IOST development, and on top of that, it's hard to really sell a coin to people, even though you believe in the technology, when the price has dropped so much over the last quarter, like IOST has, because it's hard to say like, hey guys, go invest in this because you'll make all this passive income, but yet if the price drops, like that passive income isn't going to be worth as much. And that's the way I was kind of viewing it. And so I didn't do as much content. I'm going to be doing more content for IOST this quarter. So they put me on tier number 2. But here we go. They moved me back to quarter number 1. I put in a dispute with them. I was pretty upset about it, and they did move me up to back up to tier 1. So here we go. People on my node are going to be sharing half of this number, so they're going to be sharing 300,000 IOST if you voted for my node. So you guys can do that. If you're in IOST, make sure you guys can vote with Token Pocket, the app, or IOST ABC are the two best ways to vote. So look for more content. Now that I'm back to Fresh 5, I'll have more slots to be able to talk about content regarding IOST. So you guys make sure to check that out. Story number 5. Okay, so for our last story, I want to talk about World CryptoCon. I'm going to be going to World CryptoCon next week. I'm going to be going Sunday. I'm actually leaving late Wednesday night. I've got to be home for Halloween because it's my kid's birthday. I was here in the morning last year because it started on Halloween, and so I got to see him on his birthday, but I'm not going to miss my kid's birthday. So I'm going to actually be back like 4 in the morning on Thursday for his birthday, so I'll be here all day in Halloween and stuff like that. So, I want to show you guys this interview I had with Kevin Moore with World CryptoCon, basically about what you guys can expect, the dates, the times, where you guys can buy tickets if you're interested in buying a ticket, some of the differences between this year and last year. We're going to talk about some of the speakers and things like that. So check out this interview, and I hope to see you there at World CryptoCon. Hey guys, I am joined here today with Kevin Moore from World CryptoCon. We've got that coming up here next week. Really excited about this conference. I know you were involved in it last year. So tell us a little bit about what is going on with the conference this year.
Sure. So yeah, World CryptoCon is their second year and second conference that they've done. The dates on that are going to be the 29th, 30th, and 31st of October. The 29th would be the day that people register, and they're also doing a crypto poker tournament at Mike Tyson's mansion. So if people want to sneak over and kind of see what's going on with some of the high rollers in crypto playing poker, you can do that. The 30th and 31st is going to be, the conference itself, which is comprised of speakers, panels, and exhibitors. So the beauty part about the conference this year is they're kind of piling it together with a couple other conferences, right, blockchain related, calling it Vegas Blockchain Week. So not only is there World CryptoCon going on at the same time, there's Coin Agenda has an event, Crypto IQ has an investment event with Charlie Shrem, there's EOS Alliance, and the Litecoin Summit. So basically all of those conferences in one area. All those different conferences I listed there are in the Cosmo, all in the Cosmo. So now if you purchase a ticket strictly for World CryptoCon, you can have access to World CryptoCon. There's a cost for each and every conference, but at the end of the day, if you are looking to enrich your knowledge in the blockchain space, it's kind of a one-stop shop this weekend or next week in Vegas.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very exciting. And if you guys are interested in purchasing tickets, I'll have a link down below. You guys can click to go and check that out. So I'm definitely going to be there. I'm heading out on Sunday. Sunday's my birthday. So going to be in Vegas on my birthday. So I'm going to be there Sunday night, and then coming back. I got to come back on Thursday. It's my kid's birthday. So, but really excited. I'm going to be going to Litecoin Summit. If you guys are looking for, along with World CryptoCon, another conference that you'll see me at, it's going to be Litecoin Summit. So going to be there. Ron Paul speaking there. So pretty cool. It's really cool the way I think that a lot of these conferences have worked it to make a Vegas blockchain week. I think that makes it, where, if this conference isn't your cup of tea, then there's a different one there, probably there that is. And plus, who doesn't like, going to Vegas? So How would you kind of compare this year's World CryptoCon to last year's?
Well, the biggest thing is the blockchain week and bringing all the conferences together. I mean, you know as well as I do, when you do travel to these conferences, if you're flying to New York for one, for LA for another, and down to Florida for another, you've just racked up expenses for 3 round trips.
Right.
Blockchain week in Vegas allows you to, see a lot of these different cryptocurrency related conferences that will probably have some overlapping content, but at the end of the day, unique information to be had. I just think that that's the main difference, Ben, because last year this time was just World CryptoCon. So
yeah,
I think they're adding that extra value there. And I know that there is the burden of buying a ticket for maybe more than one show, but I mean, you have to, cross that bridge when you're traveling to different cities anyways.
Right. One thing I know that's definitely different this year than last year, which was very good, is that last year we happened to be out there at the same time that the SEMA conference was out there, which if you don't know what SEMA is, it's like, rice burner cars and, drifters, aftermarket parts, things like that for cars. And, the thing about that is it's like the biggest conference in all of Las Vegas. So the prices for hotels last year were astronomical. This year, the ticket prices or the hotel prices are normal Las Vegas tickets. So I got I got Excalibur, I think, for like $54 a night. I mean, because I stay cheap, y'all. I'm a budget traveler. So for me, being able to stay at a casino hotel for an affordable price, because last year, like I'd stayed at the Stratosphere, which was 10 miles away, it seemed like, and even that was super expensive, like $125 a night. That's expensive for Vegas, the way I do Vegas, So even though understandably, like cost of conference tickets or multiple conference tickets can get kind of pricey, the fact that the hotels are, pretty cheap in Las Vegas is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, likely flights compared to some other cities, just due to its popularity and the major cities having to have constant flights to these destinations. When it comes to speakers, I mean, we're gonna have a good lineup this year. We've got Anthony Pompliano, or known as Pomp. Lynn Albrecht's gonna be there. Crypto Beatles is gonna jump on stage. Crypto Beatles, I was looking on the Visible app that shows the conference and all the people, the panels and all the speakers. When you search his name, he's in like 5 or 6 different things. He's involved with two of the panels that we're working on.
Yeah.
You're going to be on one on the 30th, actually.
Yes, I am going to be on one.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah, it's always exciting to be on a panel. I really enjoy it.
You were on one last year too, right?
Yes. Yeah, last year I was on the YouTuber panel. Beatles was the moderator, and it was me, Crypto Crow, Bitcoin Ben, Crypto Zombie, and Mark Moss. So it was pretty heavy hitters on that panel. I mean, not myself, the other guys. They were definitely some great guys.
Yeah, no, and it's a similar lineup this year. There's kind of a community that kind of gravitate to these events, and you get to know these people, and they're all passionate, just like yourself and myself, about the technology and the type of things you can accomplish with it versus the legacy system. And it's kind of funny actually watching the congressional hearings with Zuckerberg yesterday. The questions that they ask are just, if they could keep us in 1950, that would be like,
they would.
That's the way you need to do it. They figured it out back then. We don't need to change it. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is. It was a debacle yesterday, with everything. So I don't think Libra Coin's going to launch. And so, I think this conference is coming at an interesting time, just news-wise, with a lot of stuff coming out. The institutional stuff is here, obviously, with Bakkt. And then we have Libra Coin launching in the news, or not launching. We've got, that in the news every day. So definitely a lot of interesting stuff. Sounds like there's a lot of interesting speakers that we'll be able to hit on that. So, as far as events going on outside of the conference itself in Vegas.
Yep.
I think there's a party on Halloween, correct?
Yeah. So the main big party for World CryptoCon will be on the 31st, Halloween. Dress up, I would assume. Cardi B, and yeah, that's kind of going to be the big after party that World CryptoCon is putting together. But outside of that, there's going to be meetups and after parties for a lot of these companies that are bringing these, the exhibitors, right? What are we here for? We're here for just to hang out in a hotel and not talk to anybody? No, we got money and we want to launch this product. So there's going to be all kinds of chain events, call it.
Yeah.
That,
I know Wendy's hosting a Bybit meetup.
Yeah, and that's on the 30th.
Yeah.
That's on the 30th. So that'll be good. You want to pre-register for that. I think I did it through Eventbrite.
Yeah. I think you have to sign up for Bybit with my referral link, bybit.bitboy.live, and that's how you get in. I'm just kidding.
Hopefully he will put the information below for you to click on it.
Yeah, that's right.
And get her done.
So yeah, I think Vegas is obviously a party atmosphere, and it was definitely fun. I think having it around Halloween is definitely a good thing, because people like to party around Halloween, and crypto and partying go hand in hand, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and Halloween is the release of the white paper about Bitcoin, right?
Is it?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Halloween,
I think it launched January 1st or something.
Oh, because yeah.
2009. So
Yeah.
2008 is when it was released in around Bitcoin's birthday.
Yeah, it was around Halloween. I didn't know it was on Halloween. That's interesting.
Well, it could be like the day after, the day before, but
it's close enough.
It is close. Yeah. Enough for you to, while you're at a cryptocurrency conference, take a moment to bow your head.
That's right. Satoshi Nakamoto. I told my my kids today. They asked me, they're like, "Who made Bitcoin?" I mean, my kids are like 4, 6, and 8, and I was like, Satoshi Nakamoto. And my son was like, "No, Dad, you're lying. That's obviously not his name." I was like, "No, son, it really is. It really is his name." So, yeah. So okay, so we've hit the dates. Give the dates one more time.
The dates: Tuesday, October 29th. Wednesday, October 30th, and Thursday, October 31st, you'll be able to enjoy World CryptoCon Conference. They had the French actually this year. They don't want the con on it. So World Crypto Conference at the Cosmopolitan Hotel on those dates. Yeah, even if you're in the area and you don't have enough for a ticket, come hang out in the lobby. Everybody be outside chatting and networking, and
that's what I did at Consensus. I was only there for one day, so I wasn't going to pay for a ticket. So
for sure.
Went and hung out in the lobby and made some good contacts and networked, and had some good stuff come of it. So you guys make sure to check out World Crypto Conference. There's a ference added to it. So World Crypto Conference. It will be, you guys can see the link down below, and hope to see you guys there. I'm going to be there. Kevin's going to be there. We're going to have a good time. So thanks for coming on, Kevin, and we will see you next week.
Sounds good, man. See you then.
All right. Thanks.